back to my channel. My name is Sasha if you're new here, also known as Healing Honey. And if you're new to my channel, we are always talking about self-love, glowing up on our spiritual journey. I love to share the things that I've learned in my real life. I've really gotten to uncover so many parts of myself, and it hasn't been easy. I feel that God has really moved so much in my life and taught me so much, and I feel called to share these things with you guys because I feel like it can help so many people out there. And you guys, we are all connected. You know, it's one humanity, it's one love. We are all reflections of one another. Separation is the greatest illusion. Okay, you are not your race, you are not your culture, you're none of these things. We are all spirits and souls having a human experience. We're very much connected to one another. As I've raised my own vibration, as I've done so much healing, I just want to share this good energy with you guys. It's just coming from a place of love, but I just want to let you know that if you're on this channel, if you're following this journey, if you're glowing up with me, then just know that I'm going to come from a place that might seem like some tough love sometimes, but that's because I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it authentic and honest. Again, there's so much fake shit in the world. You turn on the TV, you see commercials, they're constantly lying to us. You know, I used to be a makeup artist in LA. I know that it takes 2 to 3 hours to do hair and makeup. You have lights, you have filters, and they're out here selling you skincare and all these illusions, okay? It's fake, you know? And so I just feel called to keep it real. Okay, so you guys might see me on here with my crystals and my candles and my sage, you know, talking about chakras and spirituality and all these things. I wasn't born this way. I've had such a challenging past, okay, and I'm grateful for it. I'm not ashamed of it. I feel like through these things that has made me into the person that I am today. It is the person that I have developed into. It's not like I was taught about these things. I did self-education, self-healing, and the advice that I share on this channel, I am not a doctor. I am not trained in university for these things. These are coming from real life experience, okay? Fortunately and unfortunately, I've had to overcome a lot in my life, as I'm sure you have, but I see it as a blessing now because now I'm able to share the lessons. So today I want to talk about being lost in lust, okay, what this might look like for you in your life and how I've learned to overcome it. So we're going to be diving deep. Let's get into it. When we talk about being lost in lust, you know, when you think about lust, most people just think about sex, but lust can be anything that entices you, that looks like it glitters like gold, but it's deceiving. One way that you can be lost in lust, you are consumed by, addicted to drugs and alcohol. Again, this is not out of a textbook, you guys. This is something that I saw my entire life from a very young age. I saw just constant substance abuse. Okay, because it's one thing to have a glass of wine, you know, unwind, enjoy yourself, but it's another thing to see your caretakers wake up and pour brown liquor into a cup, you know, before water, before breakfast. You know, I'm half Mexican and half Black. We do a lot of, or we did a lot of, there is a lot of partying that happens, okay? Constantly birthdays, celebrations, things to celebrate, you know, and I definitely believe in enjoying your life and celebrating as much as you can. However, there was always alcohol present, and not just a little bit, but a lot, tons of it. I grew up thinking that to have a good time, you have to be drunk. And if you're not drunk, you're on your way to getting drunk. That's what I thought having a good time was. Not stopping to think that these are the things that killed my grandparents. These are the things that kill people every single day. They say alcohol is a spirit because once you're intoxicated with it, you don't know how it's gonna affect you. Yeah, sure, there's happy drunks, but there's also people who get incredibly angry or incredibly lustful. It can become very dangerous, you guys. So when we talk about being lost in lust, you let the drugs or the alcohol take over your life. And I've been there, you know. By the age of 19, I was smoking weed every single day for many, 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 many years. I never thought that I had to stop because the world will tell you that that's okay. It's in the music, you know, it's on TV, it could be in our families, and people just feel like, well, it's no big deal. Like, that's my way of coping with life. But you guys, that's no way to live. Like, that is actually not living. About a year and a half ago, I did a video on my channel, which I'll link below, talking about stopping weed, my journey of what that was like for me. And I'm not gonna sit here and say that I've never smoked since then, because that would be a lie. But my life now is so much different than it was back then. Now, if I pick up weed, it's not to suppress my feelings. It's not to live my daily life like that. Whereas before, I didn't want to get through the day without it. I couldn't get through the day without it. At least that's what I would tell myself. When you're lost in lust, it's like you've lost your control. You've lost your hold on life. You don't know who you are. You don't know what life feels like sober. And this can lead to so many other problems in your life. Weed or harder drugs, alcohol or cigarettes, these addictions that we have, it's like you want to get to a place where you're going to ask yourself why. And I had to do that. And sure, I can make it sound good, like, oh, I just wanted to relax and have a good time. Go a little bit deeper. Well, why can't you relax without that? What is plaguing your life so badly that you don't know how to feel safe and feel peaceful and feel calm and good in your body sober? And I always think about kids, you guys, because think about it. Talking about not having fun without being drunk, look at children. Children have the most fun. They're the most lit. They're having the best time in the world completely sober. They're being themselves authentically, and they are using their imagination. They're free. They don't have any substances. You want to ask yourself, if you're struggling with something like this, when did you stop being able to have fun as yourself? When did you have to turn to a substance to turn up? Like, what's wrong with just being you naturally? And why can you not feel happy in your natural state? Because we all know that drugs and alcohol, it's not sustainable. You keep going, keep going, keep going. It will take you out. That is a promise. Okay, it will take you out, and you're stronger than that. We're so powerful, but these things are advertised and put in our face constantly on purpose because it's spiritual warfare. So war, think about that. You have to be strong. You have to fight for your life. And you should, because you're worth it. And I'm just here to let you know that, yeah, weed makes you feel good, and being drunk, yeah, that's cool, I guess, but not really, because it's harming your body, you know? And why should you have to get drunk to enjoy your life? You can enjoy it sober. You can get to know who you really are, get to know things that you like, get to know yourself, the real you that's not covered in weed, covered in alcohol. Who are you really? And if you don't like that person, work on healing. You're amazing. You're wonderful. The real you, the authentic you, the raw you. Alcohol, drugs, it can take you out. Don't let it, you know, learn to release, learn to just be free. And real freedom is you, sober. It's like we're trying to escape our pain. We feel grief of some sort, and it's the quickest, fastest way to turn that pain into pleasure. But I want you to remember that it is temporary, and that's why it's lustful. That's why it's lust. It promises you relief. It promises you happiness, but it's temporary, and that's the trick. It's not sustainable. You'll have to turn to it again, and then it has long-term harmful effects for you. If you come to somebody for healing and they heal you, but the healing only lasts for an hour and then you're back to feeling pain, you're gonna be like, what was that? I didn't really get healed. They tricked me. Okay, same thing for these substances, you guys. You're feeling down, you're feeling depressed, you turn to a substance, you get temporary relief, and then later you feel worse. Because where's that relief coming from chemically? Okay, it's like you're taking the happiness parts of your brain and it's feeding it to you, right? Through that substance. Okay, well then later you're gonna be depleted. So there's gonna be an off balance. So what's gonna happen is later you're gonna feel even worse than before. Then you're really gonna feel like you have to turn to it. Especially alcohol, you guys. Alcohol is a depressant. Okay, so it's dehydrating your body. It's giving you false happiness, you know. It's a trick, okay? It's deceiving. However you want to look at it, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, it harms you. But you're not going to see that on the TV. On the TV, they're going to be I saw this, there's this ad out for Coors beer, Coors Light or whatever it's called. They're like, new sustainable packaging. We're not going to put it, and it's like, I stopped listening because I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Your packaging. You're out here selling people alcohol, which is killing them. Okay, so don't listen to the ads. Don't listen to the TV. Don't listen to the music. These things are gonna leave you depressed. It's gonna leave you feeling worse. You wanna get to the root and face yourself. Feel the feelings that come up. You're feeling sad? That's okay. Emotions are energy in motion. Allow yourself to feel sad. Be present with it. Feel it. Honor your feelings. Get to the root of why. And then you can really fix it. Okay, because we all go through hard times. We all face pain. It's part of life. You're meant to grow through it. You're meant to learn from it. You're meant to build strength. You're meant to have courage. You're meant to heal. You're meant to evolve. You're meant to get better from it. Okay? And so turning to liquor, turning to some quick, cheap thrill, you're just suppressing your feelings even more. You know, you're doing yourself a disservice. Honor yourself. And be gentle with yourself. Show yourself love. Show yourself grace. Face yourself. Okay? So let's talk about when we talk about being lost in lust, let's talk about escapism. Okay? Because drugs, alcohol, it's you trying to escape the present moment, be off in la la land so that you can feel better. Okay? And it doesn't have to be just drugs or alcohol. It could look like something like gambling. It could look like living a super fast-paced life, because if you're constantly go, 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 it's you not allowing yourself to be present with your real feelings, okay? You're trying to escape the present moment, you know, in any way that you can, because if you were to just be still, if you were to just be present with your life, maybe you don't like where you're at. And again, that's okay, you guys, but you can get lost in these things, you know. Gambling, for example, highly addictive. You win big. You are believing in the chance that you're gonna win big so fast. Sounds good, but is it really gonna happen? Same thing with like getting drunk, right? You're not feeling good, you just get drunk. It's like a cheap thrill, a quick thrill, you know, instant gratification. And it's gonna leave you worse off, you guys. And so remember, I told you that it might sound like tough love. I want you to know that there's better ways to feel good. There's ways that are healthier, but it's gonna be long term. It's really going to get to the root of the problem. You know, gambling, you're chasing the thrill of it. You're doing it for the thrill of it, knowing that you could lose it all, knowing that you're most likely gonna lose your money. You know, it's a form of self-sabotage. Escapism is a form of self-sabotage. You are harming yourself subconsciously. You know these things are not good for you. We can even talk about the metaverse. That is hella escapism, okay? You're putting some goggles on your head and telling yourself you're in a virtual reality. That is not reality, you guys. And again, like, We're dealing with spiritual warfare here. So the people who made it, the people who are running the show in this current society, they are very aware of these things, I'm telling you. But all of these things are distractions. When you are trying to escape from your life, you are trying to distract yourself. Whether you're in the metaverse thinking it's your real life, whether you're getting drunk every weekend, stuck in a casino, you are lying to yourself, okay? Get back to yourself, your true self, sober self in real life. Know that you are a powerful, divine being of the universe. You can create any type of life that you want, and you don't have to escape your life. You can create the type of life that you want. We have been indoctrinated with limiting beliefs that, oh, there's one way to do life right. Go to school, get a job, get married, work until you're 70, and then retire. Hopefully you have your Social Security. That's why people are out here depressed, because that's no way to live. Out here in these, outside, away from nature, with goggles on our face, touching fake things. Like, when you start to awaken to your true self and how we were actually intended to live, you are going to take your power back. And these escapism tools are not going to seem as alluring. You're not going to be lost in lust, because you're going to realize that you can create a better reality for yourself. You can feel good, you can feel free, you can feel powerful in your body, in your world that you've created for yourself. You don't have to distract yourself. You don't have to escape your life, because you're going to love your life. You're going to create your life with intention. When we talk about being lost in lust, let's move on to sex. Okay, so as you guys may know, if you've been here with me, I uploaded a video about my celibacy journey. I haven't had sex in a long ass time. Okay, I'll link that video down below. And yes, I am still very much celibate. And once again, I'm not sitting up here pretending to be perfect or so holy. Not at all. I made this decision because I needed to. Not to say that I was just so promiscuous in my past, no. But when I look back, I was lost in lust. Okay, and so being lost in lust, you don't have a grip on yourself. You don't know who you are. So therefore you are cheapening yourself to a quick thrill, to things that look like love, but they are not. They feel good, but it's temporary. This is so defeating to yourself, and it diminishes your self-worth. It creates a sense of low self-esteem, because here you are, you guys, giving yourself to someone who probably doesn't have your best interest at heart, okay? Because when we talk about lust, there's no root there. There's no real love there. We're talking about situationships, somebody who won't commit to you, someone that you meet out and you guys just hook up. You don't even know who this person is. You don't know what they're carrying in their body. You don't know what they did last week. They could be married. They could be a serial killer. These are extreme examples, but I'm just saying, like, when you're lost in lust, you have no sense of your self-worth and self-love. I remember when I look back at my past self and how I used to live my life, I was never even sober when I was having sex, okay? Because deep down inside, I knew, like, okay, this person doesn't really love me. This person doesn't care about me. They're just using me for my body. And so the way that I wouldn't actually face that is by being high, or by being drunk, or both, okay? Because that's the only way I would be able to be in that situation and get through it, and I would trick myself. You may trick yourself into, oh, I'm doing this because it's just pleasurable. Oh, we're just having a good time. Oh, well, he's hot, he likes me, he said some things to me, he likes me enough to sleep with me. No, I was seeing this podcast about this guy talking about men having sex and how they can just have sex and have absolutely no feelings for the woman whatsoever. Ladies, especially, do not cheapen yourself to a quick thrill. When you get down and deep into the nitty-gritty of your behavior, you may see that you have had some abandonment issues, or maybe you went through a tough childhood, or somebody broke your heart. You're moving from pain, okay? You're seeking love, you're seeking satisfaction, fulfillment in the fastest way possible because you don't think that you're able to have the real thing, so you're settling, and this goes so deep. I'll link some of my toxic relationship videos. This is a self-healing journey. The first step to self-healing is awareness of your behavior, being real with yourself, keeping it real with yourself, okay? And so once again, society is going to confuse you and tell you to just get over it, to have a thick skin. Society is teaching women to move like men and to just be so masculine and chase guys and just have sex with no feelings. No. We are not wired that way. As a woman, I can tell you the truth, we're not. We can try to pretend and put this tough, hard exterior on ourselves and be like, well, think like a man and this and that. No, okay? You cannot win love, okay? Love is a choice, and love is not a fleeting emotion, okay? So you cannot trick somebody into loving you. You cannot use your body to get love. You cannot use manipulation to get love. You cannot convince somebody to love you. You cannot do your hair and makeup and get surgery for someone to love you. Real love is a choice. So therefore, somebody who genuinely loves you is choosing to love you because they see value in you. They see that you are worth loving. They want to love you. They want to be there. They don't want to just satisfy your body. They want to satisfy your heart, your mental, take care of you, be there, love you, real love, okay? So when you're lost in lust, you're feeling like you're not worthy of that. You're feeling like this is as good as it gets, is just this cheap, quick thrill. No. Okay, that's in the music. That's what the celebrities are talking about. That's in gossip magazines. That is in the world, but it's not true. Okay, love does exist, real love, but it starts with self-love. Okay, you have to love yourself first. You have to heal yourself first. You have to carry yourself with purity and integrity and respect. And then you can attract real love into your life, and you're gonna know how to properly love yourself, how to properly love that other person, okay? Because you've developed it, you've cultivated it from intention, from choice. So these are a few examples of how you can be lost in lust, you guys. And lust is a tricky thing because it does feel good, but again, it's temporary, and so you're not going to truly be satisfied. You're going to keep needing more, and it's deceiving. It'll trick you. And so if you're lost in lust at this time, be it with substances, if your sex life is super lustful, really what it comes down to is just like you trying to escape yourself, or being at war with yourself silently. You're sabotaging yourself. You're moving from self-hate, which at the end of the day is just some unresolved pain within you. I'm just here to remind you that if you get to the root, if you face yourself, and you deserve to, then you will be able to just bring so much healing into your life, and this doesn't mean you have to go to therapy. You guys have never been to therapy. I'm definitely not against it. Maybe I will at some point in my life, but you are very much capable to do inner work, which is what this is called, or even shadow work on yourself with some intention. You have to be still. You have to go within. You have to feel uncomfortable. And that is how you are going to persevere. That is how you're going to feel better. You have to face yourself, face the pain. And the cool thing about this is that once you do, it releases its control on you. You no longer feel afraid. You no longer feel scared of those feelings that seemed so terrifying before. When you just allow yourself, because see, it's called a shadow self because it's the part of you that you've been trying to hide from. It's creeping with you every day in the shadows, okay? Because you won't put light on it. You are trying to hide from yourself, but you can face yourself. All of you bring love, bring light into your life, and then you're not going to feel the need to escape your life, because You won't have to anymore. The real glow up is internal, right? And so I'm just here as an advocate for real self-love, you know, just genuine healing, self-healing, you know, self-love, and you're gonna feel so empowered. You're gonna feel so much better, and that's it. Okay, so I will see you in my next video. I'm sending you so much power, so much love, so much healing on your journey. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.